The truth is, if we as Christians, which is Christ's follower, that's where Christ's follower is where they got the word Christian from. If we're going to ever begin to be true Christ followers, we've got to be able to wash the feet of the people around us, even the people you don't like. It's tough, because I wonder sometimes, Pastor, if we would put basins under these seats, how many would have actually done it, not just because we said to do it, but because you wanted to have the heart of Christ to do it. I wonder how many of us will be humble enough for that. Humility, it will not only show in the way you serve, but also the obedience of your faith. That's how humility. Greatness in God's kingdom is not in the greatest sermons ever preached. It's not in the greatest song ever written. It's not in the greatest song ever sung or what you can give financially. It's not obtained by that. It's obtained when you could say, God, if I'm meant for this, but I got to start here, then hey, I'll start here. God, if you want me here, I want to start here. I want to be the greatest in your kingdom, God, so that means I'll do whatever I have to do, even if it means the lowest of tasks. Humility is not weakness, but strength to be able to say, I can't do it on my own. I don't have all the answers, God, but it is okay. I need you. That's true humility. It takes sitting at the table of humility to know where your strength truly comes from. I believe a lot of us knows where it comes from, but do we truly believe that it comes from there? Seeing that your weaknesses are not hindrances to God, but your weaknesses are where His strength is made perfect. But it takes being humble to be able to have confidence not in of self, but in God. When you have that confidence and humility, this table will be easy. This table will be very easy. You could sit here amongst all the things that were meant to destroy you. You could sit amongst all the things that were surrounding you that wanted to kill you and destroy your joy, destroy your peace, and you can sit there comfortably because you know where your strength comes from. You know who holds every part of your aspect of your life. Surrounded by fear, pain, and doubt, and all the things that you deal with, you can sit there comfortably if you have humility enough to submit completely to God and allow Him to guide and protect and sustain. Humility is the key to getting to the place of maturity that you've been wanting. Humility is the key to getting to where you want to be in your faith, but you're missing humility, so you'll never get there until you humbly submit. Some of you need the humility to bridge the gap to where you need to be for God, and He's waiting on you to be humble enough to do that. Some of you have been working so hard for so long. I mean, you've come into church, you've been at home in your prayer closet, and you prayed until you blew in the face. You pray with your face on the ground. You're like, God, this, God, that. I need this, God. Give this, get this. And you're wondering why nothing's ever changed. I thought I was being humble, but being humble means leaving it. Being humble means praying about it and leaving it at the feet of God and taking your rest and going out. It means saying, God, I don't understand what's going on, but I'm going to leave it. How many times have you prayed, but went back and picked up what you prayed about? How many times have you come in here and God's granted you freedom, but you walked out in bondage still? Humility allows you to leave it where it's at God, at His feet, and walk right back out in freedom. Humility will allow that to happen. Humility will allow you to say, your will, not mine, and actually mean it. Because it's easy to say your will, not mine, until your will has to change. It's easy to say your plan, not mine, until your plan of life changes. 5-year plans are great, but leave room for God. Your 5-year plan may look totally different than God, and I about guarantee it does. Humility is the key to unlocking the confidence in and through Christ to look at your enemies in the face in your life and know that they can't do nothing to you because of where God is in your life. So where are you sitting this morning? Where are you sitting this morning? Are you sitting at the table of humility? Have you sat there long enough? Have you sat there long enough to know that God truly does have your best interest in mind? That He truly does have your life in place? And if you would just sit and be still, then He will take care of the rest.